Hello, 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 hello. Let me know. Say hello to me if you are watching, please. I'd love to. If you've got any questions, let me know. I did want to tell you today about my new membership program. It does feature my new app, and I'm going to walk you through that and show you how it all works and what you can expect. So if you've got any questions, let me know. And as I said, say hello to me. Otherwise, I feel like I'm talking to myself. And if you're watching on the replay, say hello as well. I have 3 Malamuas in this room with me currently. Hopefully they'll behave themselves and I don't have to throw anybody outside. But I think they might be a little bit bored, so we'll see how we go. Okay, so basically I wanted to talk to you about my new membership program. So I know my normal program is a little bit cost prohibitive for some people. So I wanted to design something that was a little bit more accessible to people so they can still do the training, still get plenty of support, and hopefully be able to help their dogs with their home alone time. So it was really important for me to find the right product or program that will help you. So there is a new app that I've had designed which does help with the training. However, it's not just about the app, it's also about the support and the coaching, because the app alone is not going to resolve this. You need to come, you need the support. So what I'm going to do firstly is walk you through the actual membership program, and then I'm going to show you how the app works. So I am going to share my screen. As we go, I'm happy to answer any questions about it. And, you might be watching this maybe live or on the replay and think, I'm not sure if this program is right for me. So just if that is the case, just reach out to me and I can let you know. Sometimes I do have people come to me and say, help, I need your help. And it turns out that I don't feel that the dog has separation anxiety and there might be something else going on. So if you're not really sure if this program is for you, if it's going to work for you, then just reach out to me. But firstly, I'm going to share my screen. Now, I haven't presented that often in StreamYard, so bear with me while I do this. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is the membership program. So this is, I've just got it in front of me so I can clearly see it. I can't see your comments while I'm sharing the screen, but that's okay. I'll come back and we can talk. But basically, the program comes with a training app. I'm going to show you how that works in a minute. But it is the app which literally gives you all the steps that you need. So it takes the guesswork out of it. It takes the thinking out of it for you. And that just makes your life so much easier. You don't have to question yourself, am I doing it right? It is step-by-step guidance. However, the app alone does not resolve separation anxiety. So you can't, you could just take the app and run, but you may not be able to, you may not get the results that you require. So I've incorporated some group coaching, in which case you can join me on Zoom or you can watch the replay. If you can't join me on the Zoom, you certainly can ask the question prior to the Zoom. I will answer it live on the Zoom, and then you can watch the replay. And there'll also be Q&A lives in the Facebook group as well. So again, they'll always be there. You can always watch the replay if you can't join live. I encourage people to join live, obviously, because we can have a conversation that way, and we can talk, and I can ask you more questions to get more in-depth information. And then one of the exciting parts about this membership is that while having a dog with separation anxiety is tricky enough as it is, I also understand that many people struggle with other issues with their dogs. So maybe it's reactivity, maybe it's allergies, maybe it's loose leash walking, maybe it's recall, maybe it's diet, how to feed nutritional food for your dog. It could be their athleticism, their fitness, whatever it is. If there's something you want to know more about, you want to learn more about, all you have to do is ask, and I will be bringing those speakers into the group coaching or the Facebook group and just to be lovely and what's the right word? Just to give you a really good, so you can learn about other things that are impacting you and your dog. I think and I'm hoping to do that. Well, it will definitely be once a month, but I'm actually hoping to do it at least twice a month and even more often if we get enough interest. First 100 members of Decoders, Canine Decoders, get $10 off. So if you sign up sooner rather than later, you get $10 off. It is a monthly subscription. Just to let you know, so I use what I call the Alone method. This is basically just to talk you through how it works. So we need to assess what the dog's threshold is first. So basically the threshold is kind of the panic line. It's where we start seeing the reaction of the dog, and that varies for each dog. It could be, barking, howling, crying, whining. They could destroy things. It could be frantic attempts to escape, pacing, drooling, soiling in the house, even though they're house trained. So every dog has a different behavior. They're all different, same as us. But we need to know what the dog's threshold is, because this training is based on keeping the dog under the threshold, under the panic line. So we need to make sure that they're not reacting. So to do that, to do the gradual exposure therapy, we need to keep the dog under the threshold. So therefore, we need to understand what the dog's threshold is. So I talk you through that within this program. I don't actually offer in-person threshold assessments unless that's kind of an added extra, or you use the other program, which is a higher price point. This program is a lower price point to help people, financially be able to do the training and have success with the training. So obviously we need to teach the dog to be calm, learning to be calm when home alone, observing that they never go over that threshold. So again, understanding what the threshold is, and then observing that they never go over the threshold. So that would be using a camera, but also understanding their body language. Really important. We need to understand what their body language is. And this course walks you through some of the signs, or most of the signs that dogs exhibit, that show that they're just holding it together, that they might be, it's all the behaviors they do before they hit that threshold, before we see the reaction. And setting the dog up for success. So that's really, really important. So we need to set the dog up for success. So we're not going to train when the dog's expecting something, when they're hungry, when they need to go to the toilet, when they're feeling energetic, etc., etc. So this is all covered within this program. And again, the easy step-by-step guidance. So we want the dog to be calm, confident, comfortable, and consistent with their home alone time. And that is what the app provides in terms of giving you that step-by-step guidance. So Canine Decoders is a monthly subscription. There's weekly group coaching via Zoom, weekly Q&As in the Facebook group. So there's plenty of support. If you're struggling with something, you have the support. And then there's a specialist training app, of course, regular guest spots from the dog professionals. And I'm also throwing in my 8-module online course, which covers all the range of separation anxiety, what it is, where it comes from, all about thresholds, how to troubleshoot, where to start, all those things that you need to know. And the mini door desensitization course. Recommend everybody does this. It's very, very short, but this is especially for people whose dogs understand your leaving cues, your pre-departure cues, and start reacting before you even walk out the door. So really, really good stuff there. And I recommend everybody do it, but I do think anybody whose dog's triggered by certain things and you're still in the home, they really, really will benefit from that. So again, there's the first 100 members, and I'll share this link in the chat in a second. So I'm going to stop sharing, see if there's any questions. Okay, so I'll share that link in the chat now. Just bear with me. And then in a minute, I'm going to walk you through I'll put this in Facebook properly as well. But in a minute, I will actually show you the app. So any questions so far? Say hello to me. Say hello. All right. Okay. So let's show you the app now. Okay, let me just check I've got the right screen here. Yes, okay. It's really easy to use, and it's really, really helpful. So present, share screen, and we want, just bear with me, window, share screen. Here we go, sorry. As I said, I'm not used to sharing my screen in StreamYard. Okay, so this is a account that I have made up. So when you sign in, this is your profile. So I've just made it Nessa, and you can go to profile. That's a photo of my dog, is my email address, my name. You can put in a secondary guardian. So if there's 2 people training, you can have 2 people in there. This dog is actually called Chase, but I've put in Boo Boo. As I said, this is a dummy account. App only access, that's the program I've signed up for. And underneath here, you see there's pre-departure cues. So I've added in hair, so drawing hair, work clothes, keys, garage door. You can add in whatever you want. So there's range too, so I might put in taking lunch out of the fridge. Oops. And save the changes. But you can put in whatever is applicable. Some dogs aren't triggered from pre-departure cues, and you might just leave it blank. And then under here, pre-departure cue anxiety level. So how worried does your dog get before you leave? So on a basis of 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've put 4, but I might have put 1, but I'll just put back to 4. So there's the profile, and you can put a photo of your beautiful dog there. So let's go back here. Now over here, you see this eye here. So when you do training, you've got mastered, did their best, or still learning. Mastered means the time will go up after your training. So if you have a time of, let's say, 5 minutes, you do the 5 minutes, I'll show you properly how it works, but you have the ability to tick one of these. If you put mastered, the time for the next session will go up. The thing with this app is there's a built-in safety mechanism, if you like. So it's not going to jump up from 5 minutes to 10 minutes because your dog's probably not going to be able to cope with that sort of time. So it will go up very incrementally. It is called gradual exposure therapy for a reason. If you did their best, that one, the time will stay the same. So it means that your dog was okay. Basically, it didn't do great, didn't do bad. It was just an average session, and you will get the same session again. And still learning means that the time will drop down. So that means that your dog didn't do so good. So here's a session here. Actually, what I should do firstly, I'll show you this. So this is a session I've already created, and I'll show you how to create a session in the start. But let's start this. So there's a timer here. So you can keep an eye on the time. I'll stop that a minute. And then because the target goal is only 36 seconds, so it's rather low, which means there's quite a few warm-up steps. So I can tick these. I can comment in here if I want. Did great. Didn't move. Stood up. And then if you didn't want to, some dogs do better with more warm-up steps, some dogs do better with less. So if you didn't want to do all the warm-up steps, you can just leave these boxes blank. And then if your dog does better with warm-up steps, you can actually add one. And it will always be under the time. So the target time goal is 36. So you would go 0, 0, 0, 0. And let's say I want to do one for 7 seconds. Whoops, you have to go 0, 7. And there you have it. So there you go. But I don't want to do that, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm just not going to tick those. So let's say we do the target time goal here, and the actual time reached was 0, 0, 0, 0, 3, 6. So we did the time and we mastered it. And then if I want to, I can write some comments here. Yes, I do. Boo, Boo did great. So happy. and then complete the session. I do have to let you know that once you've completed the session, you can't go back and edit it. So complete session and confirm. Okay, so as you can see, my next session has gone up only a tiny little amount to 39 seconds. But remember, this is gradual exposure therapy. Now down the bottom here, if I pop over to progress, you'll see these are 2 sessions I've done. So the first one was 30 seconds, the next one is 36 seconds, and the next one, the new one. So these ones have been done. So this was the first one. I'll just click on that. And as you can see, there's the session there, completed session, and tells me when it was. Come back over here. This is the one I just did today. There's the date, 36, and did that. So if I come back down the bottom here and we go to sessions, there's the new session there, which is 39 seconds. Now, when you're doing this training, you might end up with different scenarios. So let's say this one is actually an hour. Let's pretend that's an hour, and I want to do, that's when they're calm and relaxed. I've built some really good foundations, got the time up, and I want to add a new session where Boo Boo is more active. So I'm going to put active session, maybe morning. So it could be Boo Boo's more active in the morning. So they're not going to do as well because they're more excitable, maybe, let's say that. So that time might be really low, but let's just say 0, 0, 0, 0. I don't know. We'll just go 5 seconds. You can write instructions there. You might want to write instructions if there's 2 of you doing the training together and one of you does it. You might want to leave instructions for your partner. There's a whole bunch of warm-up steps. You can get rid of these if you want. You don't have to leave them there. I think here I would probably change some of the times. So they're all coming at 5 seconds. So that's not very, I might change the time goal here just to make it a bit more. I don't know, I can't change it now. Anyway, let's just say it's a 5 second one, and now you can see in your sessions you've got 2 different ones to choose from. So let's start that, and we'll just say 0, 0, 0, 0. Did so well, we actually went to 10 seconds, mastered that, complete session, confirm. And now you'll see that it's put the time up slightly. And it is gradual exposure therapy. It is a slow process, but as your times get up higher and higher, so does the increase in time. Just remember, when you're on the low times, it's all about building solid foundations. But so now you can come here, we can do this one, and let's say the time is supposed to be 11. Let's say, in fact, we struggled. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2. Still learning, didn't do so good. Complete session, confirm. Now you see it's put the time down. But over here, you can see you've got an active session, you've got 2 active sessions, and you've got 2 calm and relaxed sessions. So I hope that's clear. Back over to here, let's grab another active session. And let's say Boo Boo's having a great day today. And we actually did 20. Now, you wouldn't jump up to 20 seconds from such a low number. I'm just trying to do this as an example for you guys. Complete session, confirm. And there we have it. So back over here to progress. And you can see this gradually being more and more. And if you wanted to, you could add another session. So it could be adding in a pre-departure cue, so PDQ keys, for example. So it just depends. I won't actually create that right now, but it all depends on your scenarios, your particular situation. So that's what the app looks like. As I said, I walk you through all this in the program. In the onboarding, there's a whole bunch of videos, how to identify body language, and Where are we? How to identify body language, what to look for. But more importantly, I would just really like to stress not to rely on the app alone. That is if you want to sign up, that's how to sign up. You know, I'm here to support. I think that's what's really important. I'm here to support, you know, every single client that I've ever had. You know, there's always nuances to the training. There's always something that is specific to that situation, that dog, that home environment that needs that extra support. And that's why I am here. And that's why we've got the group coaching and we've got the Q&As. So has anyone got any questions? Hopefully that was all clear, and hopefully StreamYard showed the video okay. Yeah, any questions, anybody? Nobody? I'll hang on for a second. If you've got any dog training questions, let me know. I'll be interested to know if anybody has anything outside of separation anxiety, like what do you want to learn about outside of separation anxiety? Is it recall? Is it, you know, loose leash walking is a big one. Reactivity. You ask and I will find the professional to talk about it. Okay, well, no one seems to be typing anything. So I shall get off. Anybody? Nope. Okay. I'll give it 5 more seconds. All right. Okay, well, thank you for joining me. For those who did, say hello if you're watching the replay. I shall put the actual link to this membership also in the Facebook group. So you can have a look at it and just wait, you know, see if it's for you or not. If you are on the fence, if you're not really sure, let me know, send me an email, and I can answer your questions. Other than that, thank you. Have a great evening, day, wherever you are in the world.